We got some great wrestling this week on WWE television. Unfortunately, none of it came on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown Live. I'm talking 205 Live. I'm talking NXT. I'm talking NXT UK, which had a really fun main event. Raw and SmackDown were garbage. But there is fun wrestling to be found even from that company, if you look hard enough. I was swamped with work and client stuff this week and some other things I'm working on non-podcast related. So I didn't even get a chance to watch Raw or SmackDown until Thursday night. I finally was settling down on Thursday night and I said, oh, I put this off as long as I could. I have to watch this now. Because look, Raw and SmackDown, this is where all the main storylines are playing themselves out. We're heading into a pay-per-view next Sunday. I have to talk about what's going on here. So finally I said I've got to watch this. And so I finally watched these two shows after hearing such lovely things from all of you about them. And I felt like I had just wasted 5 hours of my life. And that was with skimming through certain parts of the shows. So really it was only probably about 3 hours or so in total. But I still felt like I had wasted 5 hours. And I know they had competition from the NBA on Monday. But it's like they just don't even try anymore. They don't even try. They're like one of us at a desk job being called into work on a Saturday. Just trying to kill time until it's time to clock out and go home. It feels like that's all they do every week these days. For all the work I'm sure the writers and everybody put into it and the hours and hours and hours of, script writing and all the other stuff they do. At the end of the day, when you see everything play out on television or all the stuff that ultimately gets greenlit or however this works with Vince McMahon in the end, it just feels like they're just killing time. They just try to kill time until the copyright box comes on and then they can go home or on to the next city or wherever it is that they're headed to next. And then I read a note in this week's Observer that WWE has gotten Monday Night Raw listed, or is going to get them listed in the category of Outstanding Structured Reality Program for Emmy Awards consideration. They are once again trying to, as they did last year, trying to get Monday Night Raw nominated for an Emmy. They are so hell-bent to get recognized as legitimate television programming. Kevin Dunn and the rest of them want their Emmy so badly, with the show as bad as it has ever been. They're trying to win an Emmy. They should try to win whatever the opposite of an Emmy is. What would that be, like a Razzie? I guess the Razzie is for movies. I don't know if they have an equivalent for bad television. May they be laughed right out of consideration. Do not reward bad behavior. For all of the work, the production that goes into the show every single week, doesn't matter. Do not reward bad behavior. I love how they'd be considered, by the way, a reality program. What reality exactly would that be? There isn't a single thing on that show that even resembles anything real. That's part of the problem. The dialogue sure doesn't. Reality program. Raw's going to win an Emmy Award. Raw's going to win an Emmy Award when I start shitting gold bricks.